Hi, we're the Iron Maidens,
and you're watching DH Metal. Up the irons.
Hello everyone, this is Miguel with DH Metal, and I'm here pretty much with all Iron Maidens, the whole full band.
Holy crap.
They just finished to play their first show in almost 4 years in Arizona after, well, it's been a long time you guys been out of the state.
No.
Well, I mean, not in Arizona exactly, but in Phoenix, in the Phoenix area.
Phoenix, yeah.
Phoenix. Yeah.
Phoenix area.
We played in Tucson, I think, not that long ago, but
Del Sol.
Casino del Sol, yeah, in Tucson just a couple months ago, I think.
Yeah, but in the Phoenix area, I think it was since 2008.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, to begin with, how came the idea to create a tribute band to Iron Maiden? Where that come from? If someone has that.
You know, it was something to do. Because, you know, the LA music scene was kind of sucking at the time, and we wanted to play, and I don't know. It was just tribute bands were happening, and we thought, you know what, let's just try it out. And we all knew people that knew other people, girl players, and we just thought, you know, Iron Maiden was a common thread, and why not?
I thought it was because you girls wanted to wear spandex.
Yeah.
I kid.
I'm wearing spandex.
Well,
I'm stoked.
the band has been successful since the beginning, and you guys played outside the country, couple of routes in South America, Japan, Indonesia. How has been the experience or the response of the public in those countries?
Amazing.
Incredible.
It's been enthusiastic and passionate.
Overwhelming.
What is the best experience that you have from there that you can remember?
Venezuela, I would say.
That we can't remember.
I think a lot of times it's just overwhelming for us to go to another country with people that don't speak the same language as us and don't, you know, like, it's a totally different world, but we all have this common bond of love for Iron Maiden.
Oh,
you know,
absolutely.
it's just overwhelming and incredible every time, I think.
Yeah, Venezuela was definitely memorable because we were the first all-girl hard rock band to play in Venezuela, so that was quite the experience.
Great. Well, you're not only a tribute band, you guys have recorded 2 albums, 1 EP and 1 DVD. What is the idea, what is the mentality that you guys go at the time to go into the studio and record Maiden songs? How do you make that transition to, like, okay, we're gonna record a song that is already recorded?
Well, people were asking for them at the shows.
Yeah, absolutely. It wasn't really our idea, but people at the shows, like Wanda just said, they kept saying, we want to buy CDs and DVDs of you. And we said, but Iron Maiden has DVDs and CDs. That's the real stuff. You know, come on. That's. But they said, no, but we want versions of you doing it too. And so many people kept saying that, emailing us and coming to the shows saying that we thought, you know what, screw it. Why not? So we just went to the studio and, you know, did it.
People said that just today, in fact. Asked if we had any CDs available.
Great. Well, I mean, I hear the couple of albums and the EP, and I think that's great. Now, I understand that the band itself, Iron Maiden, and know of your existence.
Do.
What?
Have you ever kind of like seen the opportunity to perform for them, or they see you perform, at least one of the members, and if you ever have received any kind of feedback directly from them?
We have. In Mexico City. Actually, why did you tell them, Wanda?
Yeah, we played a show with Steve Harris's daughter, Lauren Harris, at the Hard Rock Cafe in Mexico City, and Steve Harris and Bruce Dickinson were both in the audience.
Wow.
Front row. There was this balcony, and they were front row.
And they stayed for the whole show. After the show, Steve Harris came backstage and said he liked the show. It doesn't get better than that.
How was you guys' reactions to, like, see them in the crowd?
Yeah, it was pretty nerve-wracking to look up there, and there's like Steve Harris, and I saw this hat bouncing up and down, and that was Bruce Dickinson dancing. So it made us all nervous, but we managed to pull it off.
Yeah, you have to learn to black out that spot in the audience while you play.
All right, I understand that you guys play all eras of Iron Maiden discography. Which so far is been the most difficult song to put together?
I know one that I just hated.
Which?
Woman in Uniform. I would say
but that wasn't the most difficult. He wants like the most difficult one. Yeah, like difficult to play.
Challenging playing wise?
You know what? I thought one of the most challenging ones that we performed as the Iron Maidens was probably Seventh Son.
yeah.
I think because we had one rehearsal and the guitar player at the time was living in another state. She flew in and we rehearsed it one time, and we had actually Iron Maiden's keyboard player Michael Kenny on board to play. We had rehearsed with him, so I think that was it, and we had one shot and we did it, and it was really good.
And now the other side of the coin is any Maiden song that you guys don't want to cover because challenging, because it's difficult, because
I wouldn't say because it's challenging. No way.
Never.
No.
No, that would never be.
If there's one thing you could say about this band is that this band does not shrink from a challenge.
The challenge will do it. It's like, really?
In any aspect of this band's this band does not ever shy away from a challenge.
That's right. Bring it on, dude.
Bring it on.
What do you want to hear us do?
Like, I mean, which song do you think that could be really that you guys don't want to do from the Maiden catalog?
There's not one that we wouldn't want to do because it's too difficult.
You feel like a
It's
jerk.
more like personal favorites and preferences.
It wouldn't have to do with if there was a song that we didn't do, it wouldn't be because it was too difficult for us
No,
to
it's
play.
because there would be minimal requests from fans and from Iron Maiden fans, and
Yeah, most of the fans want to hear the golden oldies. It just when the band first started, we had everybody fill out questionnaires, and that's how we would determine what songs we would pick in our set list. So
those are our personal favorites.
yeah,
I actually never knew that until just now.
we do a lot of marketing.
That's so interesting.
yeah. It was about that was like maybe for the
10
first
years ago.
for the first 2 years we did that, and then we started. We had everyone's request, so we still had to start picking new ones.
Yeah.
All right, Derricks, who create some of the Maiden cover art, did the cover art for the Root of All Evil, the last EP that you guys recorded. They appear in the credits.
Oh, I think that was the was that the little symbol?
Yeah.
He did our poster. He did the Edwina poster that we have.
Yeah,
Okay.
he did the first cover that we did.
The Edwina, yeah.
How do you guys get him on board in order to do that?
Wanda went online and Googled him and found his website.
I just sent him an email. I'm like, hey, can you do our anyway.
What was his answer? What he said? It's like,
Oh, I mean, we got a quote, and
Go Wanda.
yeah, it worked out. We got it. So, I mean, who else could we use?
yeah,
Really,
that's a good
everybody
point.
loves Derek Riggs' art.
Definitely.
It's got all the
Look at her shirt.
treats in there.
For sure.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
the secret insignias and.
Yeah.
All right. This question, I think we talked before we start the interview. Is gonna be any new album development from the Iron Maidens?
Yes.
A new
Yes.
plans for new album?
Yes.
Any songs that we can know that you guys want to be working
No.
on?
No.
It's a surprise.
It's a surprise, probably Alexander the Great.
Probably nothing.
Oh,
Probably we have to wait and see.
I will give a little hint. It's probably going to be made up of a lot of songs they don't do live. You know,
Yeah.
because I mean,
They don't do Alexander.
We try to focus on that anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But the last couple, the last what was it, two? It was two, right? And then, we did the hits. I wasn't on them, so I don't, whatever. But we did the hits, we did everything. But I think it's time. I think we're gonna do songs that people probably aren't expecting.
We're going to reach out.
That means
Well, this tour has been scattered during, California, Arizona, New Mexico. What is next for the Iron Maidens? Are you guys gonna go back out of the country? What is the plan for the rest of the year? I would
Space.
Play on the moon.
The International Space Station.
The Mariana Trench. Anywhere they'll have us, I think. Really. Anywhere people love Iron Maiden, that's where we want to be.
Pretty much that will be the whole world, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God.
But especially the Mariana Trench. Mariana Trench. Scream for me, Mariana Trench. Mariana Trench.
How would this
just cut off stage?
This is officially just.
The fish are moshing it up.
All right, ladies. Thank you very much for taking the time to talk to us here at the HML. You guys put a great show. As always, I saw it a couple years back and it was amazing. Thank you very much for taking time and coming here to Arizona after all these many years. Hopefully, you guys come back pretty soon.
Okay.
And
we'll be back August 2nd.
To the Casino del Sol.
Casino del Sol.
In Tucson.
In Tucson. And you can always check out theironmaidens.com and find out where we're going to be next.
Facebook, Twitter, all the good stuff.
Yeah.
Well, great. Thank you very much.